Okay.
We're back online.
Okay. And so it looks like there's some shimmering water coming out of this little bright white patch. We can look for any para-albanellids. All right, so let's try. I wonder if it's worth putting in one of the aluminum push core sleeves, just see how hard it is in this white up here. I think that's possible.
With or without film?
Without film to start.
Yes, we want number 11.
Which number?
11, I think.
Okay.
The one in the front.
I think so.
Oh, yeah, you can do it. Just be careful. Yeah. Let this one marinate.
Yeah, you can leave that one in, and then we'll try to temperature probe around it.
Yeah, that's the
Joe's correct.
So no paper, right?
Yep.
No, yep, that's right.
All right, anywhere in particular? Directly over the net?
Right in that white spot, maybe towards the back, and then we can try the temperature probe.
Just look up with the camera a little bit. With the lasers. Where you want me to
Yeah.
put it in.
Okay. Oh. Just the back part of that white feature. See if it's hard or we can core here.
There we go.
Yeah.
going in.
Yeah.
See if it comes out.
Yeah.
Great. All right.
Now you wanna do
So now
temperature
so now we'll do the temperature probe. Yep.
Fire the candle for a moment.
Yep. Go for it. So we should try to draw a little sketch here.
This looks like here. Do you want to sketch it right over here?
So we want to stay in the white part. I can do the lasers, or I can point with the stick, whatever. But like somewhere right in here would be
In
good.
between us and the core tube.
Yeah, that would be great.
I haven't seen it yet.
Do you want to zoom in at the time? So
Yeah.
how many centimeters in
Right about there?
That looks
Or
good.
closer?
Perfect. All right, we're doing some high temperature probe measurements. Again, 5 centimeters at a time. Okay, that's good. 20, 22, 24, 26, 30. It's going up fast.
Yeah.
35. 40. 43. 44.
Oh, it's bad.
I will say 45. Okay, we can go another 5.
I believe it's first.
We haven't scanned around too much, but okay. 76. $76.6. $77. Okay. Let's call it 77. All right. Yep. right. 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100 degrees Celsius. It's getting warm. 101. 101. There it is. Toasty. 101. Let's call it 101.
525.
Yep. $110. $115. $117. $118. $119. $120. $121. $122. $122.8. $123.
Yeah.
123.
What was the temperature? I had
123.
real far away.
Alright, let's call it 123. Alright, let's do it. Go again. It's 120 degrees Celsius. Rebecca, what is the record for
122.
That box, I've already all times, so back in there.
They can survive higher. Like this was, so yeah, they can survive much higher. It's like active.
Alright, we're now at 136.
$123 Celsius is about 250 Fahrenheit.
$136.7. $137. Seems like that's stabilizing there. So let's go with 137. 138. $139.
What's the highest I've had in the seafloor? Doing this?
This cruise or
No, no,
before?
no,
I think it was 204 in that oily area. Okay, 140.
Approaching the glass transition temperature of polycarbonate.
Yes.
Approaching that.
The glass transition temperature of polycarbonate, so the polycarbonate cores will start to get mushy about 145, 150.
Hence the aluminum.
That's, yeah.
So you're saying you can do one of polycarbonate core too?
Really fast.
Yeah, it would probably work, particularly if you did the quick version. But aluminum one will better.
140.5. $40.6. Let's call it at 140.5. Okay. All right, we can pull that
Right.
out.
And we're pulling both out?
We're actually let's leave them both in for the time being. If you can you let it go without worrying about it, or are you?
As long as the bungee's not too tight and pulls it back out of the hole, I definitely don't mind leaving it.
Okay. I was thinking because the more we pull stuff out, the more it's going to disturb the area. So maybe we want to put more push cores in and then collect.
You're going to want to go polycarbonate?
Nope, we're going to do the other aluminum,
So number 12?
number 12.
That's the one with the film.
Yeah.
I could watch out.
Actually, yes, sir. Just a little bit more than that. Right, that's it. What's that? Yeah, try to get off that rock. Disrupting too much. You know where you're going to let this one go?
Yep. I think we're going to try the orangish mat that's off to the corner. Okay.
This one has a film on it.
That one has the film on it. Yeah.
Let's fix that one white.
Point lasers were doing it.
Yeah. Right in there, we're gonna put a couple of cores in there. So
right next to the vent.
Yeah,
Is that camera all the way up?
Yeah.
right over that laser.
Just give me some film.
Zoom in a little bit, please.
There's a para-almanillid right there.
Yep. Right by the hub. The one over there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
good.
Good.
Can you get those by slurping or what?
I'm gonna tilt it down a little bit on Victoria, if that's okay.
Okay, no problem.
You can
It's
see
a photo one.
Nice vent.
Arcanoni. Pretty little cluster over there too.
Oh yeah.
Scale.
Scareworm's getting out of there. Alright, so this is push forward 12.
Yep.
We're going to leave that one in as well.
You can push down just a little bit more. Oh, just where it might have been touching the one.
Oh, sure.
So I
Yep.
give it just a little touch down.
Yep.
Get that film all the way covered.
Definitely. Great.
Alright, so
Okay.
now polycarbonate.
Yes. Well, let's do, yeah, let's try to do the polycarbonate in and out. Quickly.
In and outer, oh, in and out.
In and out.
Okay. I can not work over that.
No.
Any particular number?
I think 8
Eight's been
is
used.
used. Yeah,
Eight's been used. 7 has film, and we don't need. I don't think we do. We need. We're going in and out, so we don't want.
No.
So nine's okay?
9's
Nine's
okay.
good.
I'll get this back.
Okay, let's maybe just right below 12. See if I can get the laser on it. Oh. Right in there. That's
Right on the
possible.
single laser?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. Like a cat.
Follow the laser.
I will chase it.
Great.
Nice. At least bodes well for our other cores.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
Hopefully we didn't warp it too much.
You want to do one soon?
All right.
This is in the peach orange mat.
Peach orange, yeah, 12 is in the background. And we just took 9.
Yeah, that's 9.
Yeah.
I just want to keep the naming consistent.
Thanks.
Okay. Consistency is good. All right. Great. Perfect. Okay. And we're gonna do one more in the whitish mat. If we can.
One more polycarbonate.
We can try the polycarbonate again. Fast. Oh, that one has film on it? I think the front one, yeah.
He's just getting the lid. He's
Oh yeah,
stored
okay,
the lid
yeah.
on that
Yeah, I
one.
see. I see.
So we're going for number 10 or
Number 10's good.
Yep.
Sorry, it's on yours. It's on you.
Okay. Yep.
where we go?
All right. I'm gonna see if we can do. Can you reach the whitish mat that's behind the temperature probe?
I highly doubt it, but
Okay.
one way we can try. Let's see, I'll let you know coming down. Be able to go in vertical. My extent's going to be about here in the arc-ish.
Okay.
So I mean I can come over here and I can come in front of them.
Could you do in front of push core 11? Can you reach that spot in that sort of like right in here?
In the middle of the triangle.
Will that work?
So in between the two,
Yeah, in between the temperature probe and the.
that's the heat flow probe crank.
Yeah, if you can. Yep.
Look down a little bit.
Just right next to the floor then.
So like over there is where you really want
Right on the edge. Okay.
Over.
Yeah, there was always
I mean, over here would be great,
before.
but this will work
Cool.
for us. Yeah.
That was a temperature close to hot.
So right here's
Not in the white, not the peach. Yeah. Yeah, like there, it's good. That's perfect. come out. Right, that looks good. Not melted yet. That's lovely. That's great, J-Rod. Okay. So that's great.
Somebody's gonna be busy tonight.
Yeah.
You gonna come in and help?
Do I get college credit?
You do. We'll make you an honorary bio badge. You can ask Z. He still has his hanging on his wall. Fun. Honorary member of Team Mud. Awesome. Okay. So now let's pull the back one that has the film on it, just so it doesn't completely melt.
12.
12. 12 has the film on it? Or
12
11?
has
Oh, 12 has the film.
12 has the film. It's the second one that went in.
Right, okay. So let's leave that in for a little bit longer and do another temperature probe measurement. So let's get that out, and then we'll try to.
It went up.
It did go up, yeah. It's almost 144 now, huh? 143.8.
All that sediment closed in when it
Yeah.
closed around.
It has been closing up. I mean, if we let it sit for a long time, it definitely creeps by a few degrees.
It was insert to 11 minutes ago.
Do you want to
Which one was
say?
the-
Push cord 12.
Push car 12 with the film was inserted 11 minutes ago.
You want any,
Okay, so
you
we
want any
could-
rocks or anything? There's a plate just to the right of the temp probe.
Yeah, we can get it in a little bit. Yep. Okay, so let's let them sit a little bit longer.
Okay.
So Rebecca, the temperature after we've let it sit for a while now is 143.8.
Just 144.
Okay. It did 144?
Right, 144.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
144. We'll go for it. Okay. So let's retract the
Can you do it
temperature
actually as a
probe,
separate-
and then we
a
want to
7-centimeter measurement?
move over to the peach mat area, and so we can either do in the back next to push core 11, or we can do just to the left. Thank you, Ben. Alright.
It's your show from here.
Hmm?
Okay, it's your show from here.
Okay.
Tell them that.
All right. Thanks for recovering that. I suspect where the anemones are, there's hard ground underneath them, so
Go ahead and move the camera. I'm just playing.
okay. J-Rod's playing. Can you do this little? See, also an anemone there. How about the? Can you reach this peach mat that's over by 12 in front of the para albanellid? Yeah,
Right where the laser's at?
Yeah.
yeah. The leftmost laser. I think I've lost my.
Unfortunately,
No, I was just trying to get my angle right. It looked okay. Science, it was all crazy.
Okay. All right, so background deep sea water temperature is about 1.92 degrees centigrade. We're interested in looking at the spatial heterogeneity of the temperature in the sediments. We're going to relate this to the different types of microorganisms we find at different depths in the sediment that are associated with these different types of mats that you see in front of you, the sort of peachy orange mats, the white mats. We know from previous experiences that there's distinct microbial communities in these environments, and we're trying to see if they persist over different time periods, and also the spatial extent of these organisms. So,
So that's 28.
28.6, 28.3 now. It's going down a little bit. But let's just call it 28. Seems like there's some seawater entrainment there. Okay, we can go another 5. That's great. 65, 70. Yeah, see, it keeps dropping, so I think we're just sucking seawater in. Yeah, so it's like 7.
I think I can't fill out my
Oh, yeah.
arm, so I'll just keep on live about for a second.
Okay. Yeah,
That's fine. That's no problem.
it's still cooling off.
Can I go back up?
Yeah, maybe let's try a different spot. I'm a little worried this is getting. And since we have the big push core hole here, I think that combination of that and the fluid is just it's screwing the temperature gradient up.
Yeah.
How about
They don't want to disturb the parallels too much, I don't think.
can you reach to just to the right of push core 11 in the orange?
Below the anemones?
Yeah, in the orangish mat. We can see if that'll work. Are these also para-almanoids here?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So like right here?
Yeah, I think that looks good.
Just tilt up a little bit.
Hmm?
Tilt up a little bit so you
Yeah.
can see it.
The rock. Okay. All right. Yeah, the book.
That's not as hot on the surface as it would be.
Not quite as hot,
I
but
don't know,
that's
it's like
the
25, but
yeah.
it makes that bad now.
yeah. This is better. Well, better. I think this is a little bit more indicative of what we see under the peat mats, based on what we've seen before. It's 14. .4. Let's go with 14.5. Try another.
Do we go into 10?
We went in another 10, is that right?
Going to 10 or 5?
Or sorry,
Another five up to-
you did you do 5 already? Another 5? So where are we now?
Just 5.
Okay, got it. Okay, good. So 15. Yeah, let's do another 5.
Yes.
This is now 10?
Yes.
Yeah, I got confused. 33. .46.
It's 5 centimeters, and then more than twice.
Hmm?
It's 5 centimeters from 15 up to 50. It's 5 more centimeters.
Yeah. 50.5.
Geologists, when do you think the peninsula is going to break away from Mexico?
Yes.
Have there been any years?
Shall we?
Yep. 50.8. 51. Call it 51?
Another 5?
Yes, please. $70. 75.
Where the experiments going on at?
Probably somewhere on the edge that's out of the way near Diane's bed. Alright. I get 76. Alright, let's call it at 75.6. Go another 5.
Go down to the bottom. Any unusual finds last night in the lab? Anything unexpected?
Well, let's see. Let me see. The flange and that little chimney that we pulled up are really spectacular in terms of the crystal
Cool.
structure. Yeah, and he was talking about these perfectly clear calcite crystals. It's had like a mirror reflection on the surface.
On the rock where we
Yeah, yeah. And one of the flanges that had anhydrite like growing into that ponding hydrothermal fluid underneath, so there were like these almost like stalactites growing down.
Of that black crystal stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it pretty difficult to take the samples back to the states out of the country?
It's. I mean, in terms of permitting, no, we're fairly. We've got the permits for it. It's the weight and just trying to secure everything and bring things back ultra cold. So we want to get.
It's gonna be frozen.
It has to be frozen. Yeah. All right, so 96. It's toasty over here. 96.4 looks fairly stable. We'll stop there.
Out of 5?
Yep. Hundred and 13.
All this information is shared with Mexican scientists. So, Mexican scientists are
Yeah, Manette's on board. Manette is on board. And Manette's doing their thesis with us on these samples. There's a series of samples that and it's going to bring back those traces. Okay, 119. Seems like let's do 119.5. Try another 5. Yep. Alright. 125. So we find those paraalbinelids somewhere around here. There. Maybe? Or is that a scale worm?
At least there wasn't a monkey's fist before you make it.
That's right. It's so much better. You made Shauna so happy.
Is there Arcanoma maybe?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I haven't really liked it. It's first time used up, we don't have a whole bag. It's microphone call.
Oh, I hope, look at, we squished one on the side here.
I squish it out.
Right on the edge.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Maybe we're gonna have an imprint on our sulfide film.
That'd be kind of cool.
Here.
What are those red things?
I think they're paraalbinelids.
Do they live like underneath? Or would I mess with the dirt they came out? Or
No,
would
they definitely, they have their plumes out, some of them at least. Yep. These guys are the champion metazoans in terms of temperature tolerance.
What's in the core? Remind me, are these the same as Alarcon and Guaymas? Or are they restricted to para-albinonics? Are they the same as what's the Alarcon?
I
And
don't know.
requirements.
I think Greg did sequence a few of them. I don't know.
But, I mean, not genetically, just species-wise.
They, genus.
Genus-wise, genus-wise, thank you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
But,
genus-wise they're the same.
There are.
Fish.
Whoop.
It's all
Hello.
kinds of ours.
That is. That's jacuzzi. It's like I'm out.
Goodbye.
Okay, 126.
Yeah, it's
Are we
pretty
good?
stable.
Okay. All right, 126 it is. Let's pull it out, and then we can get our cores out.
Time to clean up?
Time to clean up those. Yep. We're gonna. You could leave it in the sediment right now because we're gonna do another temperature probe reading away from there, but we can get these two cores.
Okay.
Yes?
Which one first?
Let's do 12 since it has the film on it. What? Yes, what are we looking for in these cores? So, as you can tell, we're doing these temperature probe measurements. There's very steep thermal gradients here, and this is a really nice natural experiment to look at how microorganisms stratify across a temperature gradient and also how they're impacting the geochemistry in these hydrothermal vent sediments. And so we were trying to find areas that span the known temperature limits for microbial life. So that's around 122 degrees centigrade. And so we want to look at how the communities change with different depths in the sediment. And we have different ways of assessing their activity back in the lab. And so we're going to bring back some sediments to do stable isotope labeling experiments that allows us to look at the microbial transformation of carbon and nitrogen substrates at temperatures that are similar to what we're seeing in situ, and also
Did you want to have a little peek?
at
I can see it.
high pressure.
Thank you.
I'm underneath.
Oh,
Hmm?
underneath the core. I think you
I
just,
see mud.
yeah, I think there's some mud.
sticking
Yep,
Yeah.
That's enough of the data.
that's good. Yep, yeah, that's nice staining pattern. So in this particular core, we attached a film that is reactive with hydrogen sulfide in the sediments, and it turns this sort of deep brown color, and so it gives us this really nice visual indicator of where there's hydrogen sulfide. Okay, so push core 12's out. How long is it in?
4 minutes.
Okay, great.
1918.
And number 11.
And number 11.
Is that coming from by your head?
Yes. Yeah, it's
I stopped it there.
Just trying to find out which one it is. It's somewhere here.
Yeah, we definitely heard it coming up.
Yeah.
That's good, because that's on, that's on science, so. Should be good now.
All right, I see mud at the bottom. Good sign.
Yep.
We'll probably in here just to show them on the tour. So we've been at
Okay.
showing involved.
I don't know. She possibly. She was on a call. She had a call back with her university.
Are you gonna start her up on ours now?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Well, we're gonna. I want to do one more temperature
Oh, okay.
reading.
All right.
Then we'll sort
And
it.
then we'll start. Yeah.
All right, another temporary, correct?
Yep. And then in this case, we want to try to do it outside of the mat.
Got
if
to
we can.
122.5.
122.5.
What's that?
No, it was
126.
126.
What about this slab right here?
Do you want that slab?
That's an old chimney.
Okay.
See the
Do you want it?
Not unless
Yes.
you do.
Well, it's here.
Yeah, I'd rather have a slab from up there, but I'd certainly take it if you want to get it.
Okay. Let's grab it. and put
It's
it in
pretty
there.
weathered. I mean, it's been here a long time.
Yeah.
But it was a chimney.
Oh, it was, huh?
Nice microbial flock underneath. So we'll probably put that in the large bio box.
I don't know if I can fit rid of the porch anymore until the buy box. Start with the mixing.
It's crumbly.
No, I just tweaked it too much. Right.
This would give Shauna the anemone samples she wanted. If we collect this.
Just to let you know, when I'm the porch, I'll get more to open the buy box. So I'm just gonna push it a little bit up the peninsula.
Okay. Yeah. Is that going to, will that hit where we were doing the
No, it
Terra albuminolds we were just looking at?
should be alright. I can see it from here.
So it's not around that shimmering fluid where we were looking? Okay.
Really not gonna be anywhere to go hang on to it.
Yeah.
You might be able to try that top side with one little grab, see if it doesn't break, but
Yeah.
and that might just be a little bigger than I imagined.
And then you can grab.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a little soft or a little slab.
Yeah. It's okay if we can't get this one. We can. Yeah, maybe just a little too. It's an awkward shape.
I can get a little brief piece of it.
That's fine.
Just in case when you see this,
Oh. Yeah, let's.
Yeah, I can get a little piece of it. Break more of it.
That's okay. Let's just leave it then, and then we can. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's get the temperature probe. Yeah. All right. Okay.
We're gonna take a measurement where,
So we want to do it in the brown non-matte sediment.
right in front of us.
Yeah, is that, did we disturb it by pushing up on it, or is that in front of the porch?
I'm not gonna go like right here, right?
Okay, that would be great. Okay. Maybe,
I have a feeling that I'm not gonna get bothered with people, but I will try again after this.
yeah.
Unless you want to just try now. It seemed like I hit a little resistance right
Oh
there.
yeah. See if you can push through it.
But, yeah. So you want to
Yeah.
wait till this stabilizes, then try to push it?
Yeah, let's wait just a couple of minutes, see. All right, 6.4 sounds good. Too hard?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. That was just a rock in the way. Okay, 10. So it's still warm here. Interesting. Sometimes you gotta let the rocks win. Mhm. Looking very festive.
Yeah.
Great. All right, 16. Let's go with 16.
Okay.
Go 16.
Yep.
Yep.
What are we doing after these measurements?
After this, we're gonna stow this temperature probe and slurp some of the para-albanelids that are around.
So it currently has a whole bunch of sediment in it right
Really?
now. Bottom right corner of the screen.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
We'll clean it up.
Thanks.
Unless you want a whole bunch of sediment.
It's not the most efficient way of collecting a whole bunch of sediment.
It's kind of like this.
Yeah.
Yep. It's kind of
Kind of, yeah.
a deconstructed push core. Yeah, it's all the rage.
That's what
The
happens when they're gas.
fancy restaurants.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Pre-processed for us, huh?
Turned up gassy push
Yeah.
floor.
21. We'll call it 21. All right. Do it again.
It's less long.
Good.
Too long.
You happy? Excited about your sample?
Good.
Huh? Yes.
Is this the same area as Dolomites?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the area. Those Dolomites provides.
29.
There was issues with like getting down to the cores. Was that from the building or that just flat core?
30.
pilot seat. That's a good time.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Come on, Rebecca, get in here.
There you go.
Get a grab the controls, it's about to do something.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Guest pilot, Rebecca Wickler. Just to let you all know, we are reading your puns up here. We're sort of a little bit afraid to actually acknowledge them, because they may get worse than they already are. But they are making us smile. Almost 40.
39.6. 39.7.
39.8. Come on.
Ace.
40.
There it is.
All right. Call it 40. All right, one more.
Call under 40?
Yep.
Mm. While you were gone, Rebecca was doing donuts. So-
Oh, thanks. You didn't save me one.
$47. Almost 50. Fine. $51. Just teasing us. 52. Okay. Let's call it at 52.
Alright.
All right.
So is that the probe?
Yep. Done with the temperature probe.
Parallel.
Slurp, slurp. Yeah. Okay, so we can. All right, so we have collected cores that are going to keep us quite busy this evening from the ship. And we have corresponding temperature probe readings. Right now the pilot's trying to measure the inside of the chimney, accidentally. Are you going to skewer it?
I was trying to.
It's a souvlaki.
That's what you do with crackers.
Yep. So hello, Ellington. Nice to see you on here. You ask a really interesting question. So what does temperature difference across the different environments tell us about the microbes that are concentrated in those areas? And that's one of the big questions that we have for this research expedition. So microbes are very good at sort of establishing themselves along gradients of different chemistries. So they need a redox gradient of highly reduced fluids and oxidized compounds in order to generate ATP, and these hydrothermal vents are rich systems that provide both these reductants and oxidants to support a whole diversity of different metabolisms. And those metabolisms and the amount of energy you get is also related to the temperature gradients in these environments, because they not only influence the physiology of the microorganisms, just where they can live based on the temperature tolerance of them, but also the types of chemicals that you find in different oxidation states. So we're interested in getting the physical information about the gradients in these environments alongside the geochemistry that we'll measure on the ship. And we'll try to couple that with doing genomic analyses and experiments to measure the actual activities of these organisms back in our home laboratory in Pasadena. Really nice question.
So much stress.
Yep, so it looks, it's one of the questions we have. What's that?
Yeah, you need,
Yep.
yes. Oh, you can. All right, go ahead and, you get it out there. Go ahead and flush on it, go ahead and turn it out. Okay, just wait for it to go clear.
Yes.
So, there's your flush of that. All right, which chart you want to go to? Number 3?
I think number 3 is available, yes.
Pull back. I can't see.
Pull towards you.
Yeah, so
Pull it towards you. Okay.
I see it.
Go. All right. What do we start?
All right, we're gonna look for paraalvenelids, and Greg Rouse is here to help find them. I think that there were some off to the left here. There was one. Right there. This whole bunch, yeah. So I've put my leftmost laser on them. There's some up in this corner here. Small. That's a scale worm, but these I think are maybe even close in. Yep.
Okay.
You want to do it in here first, and then we'll
Yeah.
move over there?
Or just
Okay.
one, that'll be a section.
All right. So J-Rod, yeah, can you see that spot with the scale worm in the middle? I can put the lasers on it. Yeah. All right.
And what canister are we in? 3.
We're in canister 3. Ready. Slurp on.
You want any bacteria on that?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
You got them.
Got him. There's this little patch here.
More to
Yeah.
the left. Amazing. All around there.
Yeah.
What temperature do you think that is?
We didn't measure in there. We did, but we did on the outside. Yeah.
The highest that we measured so far here was 144.
just a little more to the left, and I think that's ready.
The ones to the left of that bit?
Just on the edge of the mat, around the left edge of the.
Yeah, not the brightest white, but the
Yeah, it's portrait.
fluffy.
Portrait out.
Yeah, go ahead, push up there.
Yep. That's good. Yep.
That's good.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah. No, I think we're plenty. Thank you.
Great.
That's slowly.
Look at jiggle, jiggle. Okay.
Go to 8.
Do you want to
To the cooler mat.
do you want to
Since we're here.
slurp this chimney?
Turn it on.
You.
Didn't seem like we could collect it, but there was seemed to be a lot of stuff on it.
It's off.
Yeah, that is. Looks like it.
Happy with Xenos now. I think we could just slurp some mat, see what else is in it, away from
Yeah.
the pot, and then.
Would you mind if we did it in here, since that's less disturbed right now?
So.
Like at
over
the
this.
edge, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Or you're doing more work here.
We may come back to that.
You want that big piece of yellow?
Yeah. Sitting on the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, jar 4 then?
4 is available too. Yeah.
6 and 7.
Yep.
So, I guess you guys show them what you want.
What's that?
Tortoise.
So we've been.
There's just one right here.
Yeah.
that'd be good.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
We've the last slurp was to get worms called alvanellids. There are 2 here, Paravanella grasslii and Paravanella new. And we'll figure out which one they are at some point, but they're going to be sent off for
Yep.
genome sequencing.
Yep.
Any more?
I don't know if you can get the anemones off or
Yeah, close
not.
look.
Oh yeah. You want to get him?
Get that, please, Jaron. Yeah. It's a little unusual.
Yep. You think one of those anemones will come?
If it comes.
Let's see. Oh, big rock. Maybe we can grab that rock though.
Okay, that's probably enough. We can take the rock.
Yeah.
Is that enough?
Yes, thank
Yep.
you.
Oh, I thought you wanted this anemone.
Yeah, it's
probably won't
okay.
come off.
Yeah. It's a bigger piece of rock than we thought.
Anything else from that area?
No thanks, I think that's good.
Okay. Good with that?
You don't want that Xenophyophores?
No.
No.
That was Xeno.
We've got 2.
There, y'all saw some?
Should we try to bump up and get that flange?
Yeah, it's over. It depends on how fresh it looks. I mean, if you want.
Yeah,
I'm
we
interested in
would like
fresh
a
rocks,
rock.
and you're interested in old rocks, so.
Well, we're interested in both.
Yeah.
So, like
but-
over there,
Yeah.
or this stuff over here.
Well, those are old chimneys. They're pretty. You
Yeah.
see that slab that's laying like that?
Yeah.
That looked a little fresher and maybe sampleable. That was, I think that was a piece of flange,
Okay.
and we haven't collected flange here.
Yep. Okay.
But it may be pretty old weather too. I don't know.
Okay. So, I think we're good in this particular spot, but we might want to bump over and try to see if we can grab some pieces off of this area here.
Okay.
Porch in.
My iris is not working.
I mean, if that's something you want, it's.
Yeah, we
if it's
do
not,
want a
then-
rock here.
Yeah.
And then when we do that, we can put out the colonization experiment there
Oh,
too.
okay.
And
Yeah.
You want to move? Sorry.
yes, we can lateral over
Roger.
to sample some of this material. I don't know if that's going to be possible based on.
I think we're facing the opposite direction. You can get, there's a place you can get under
Yeah.
that slab.
And as we pull away, might want to get a shot of where we sampled. If it's possible.
The area that
Yeah, yeah,
it's gonna get a little dusty. 'Cause we're sitting there.
yeah. Okay, we can do it when we leave too.
Okay.
So you want to do it later?
We can do it later if we're gonna dust it up.
Come down just a little bit. I think the dust is good. It's gonna be nice. Yeah, I'll open up that.
Alright.
Do you want to take a shot while we're here?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll come down.
Okay. Okay, Rebecca, did you get it? Or whoever's over there?
Yep.
The Iris is not happy.
Dark.
Yes, please. Yeah, yeah, that's great. Thank you. Okay. So we were really working the left side of that extent of that mat.
To the left.
Okay. Thank you guys.
It's slab is going for minutes.
Let's
What slab are we going for?
any of these ones that look whitish, I think.
Grayish?
Or gray white, yeah. Or that, will that
I was
work?
looking at this one because it looked pretty solid. That'd be a good one for me, I think, as well.
Yeah.
And they're kind of old weather, but if they're good for you, then it's fine.
Yeah, it works.
Is that the one we're going after?
Yeah.
Somewhere around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one looks a
This,
little,
yeah, that guy's a little easier to get too.
and maybe you need your grab. Your choice.
Yep, no, it works.
Can you zoom out a bit?
Yep.
Sorry. Girando legal, ponchado aí. Fora na pista. Yes, please. No.
So trying to get anything or something in particular?
This rock that is right over here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can't trust those
Yeah,
fire force. They're trying to escape.
they do.
They're crawling out.
They've been pushing.
They've been pushing out there.
So this big slide will be right.
Yeah.
So we've got to help them.
The top piece and the bottom piece.
Top piece.
It's pretty weather.
Uh,
You might need to scoop it.
can we do a scoop? Would it be easier to get the colonization experiment out and then get the scoop? Or okay,
Whichever one may be first.
yeah.
This might actually be an old chimney right there.
There.
That way, that instead of a flange, it could be an old chimney, but it's really weathered.
This part you're
Yeah.
saying you think it's a chimney,
I think
so
it
do you
was.
want this instead?
Well, I want you to get what you need.
No, I won't.
Yeah.
I don't care. So if a flange is more valuable to you,
No, we just
We
don't
can-
have one, but if they're all that weathered, then they're not as valuable to me anyway,
Okay.
so.
what about this knob up here?
I was kind of looking at that, kind of freshish. Or even something like that.
If you can grab it, we can take it. But Z's thinking it looks more like a chimney. Yeah, maybe a little over weathered.
See, there's sort of a crust here that might be more solid, but
Yeah.
see, it looks like a chimney or orifice right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, we have one. You can't count on those people for this one. Never even show me showing my resume. Yeah.
Try not to push down on Oh,
And that's doing such a great job. Yeah. 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 No, it's so good. Can we scoopy scoop, or we can also try to see if we grab this slab. If you can reach over here, we can see if it's a little bit more coherent.
Yeah, that would be, I think, a nice.
Can I zoom in?
I think probably pork chamber.
I'm good. Good. Want me to try or y'all looking at it?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, it's a big one.
There's all this stuff bigger than my jaws. Look at that.
So friable. All right, we'll take it.
I can get you a whole bunch of little pieces.
That's fine.
We
We,
find the right slab that can get my jaws in deep.
yeah,
Just right now I'm only getting so
Little
much
bit.
surface area that.
yep. It's probably
Do you
let's
want
put
this
it.
to go in the bio box?
Yeah, let's put it in a bio box. One of the ones with compartments.
I can get a whole
Yeah.
bunch of little pieces quick.
Yep. That'll do.
Once I know crap.
They went in the milk crate. Well, that'll be good for you, Z.
John, do you want a note taker? Come on. Not moving here. I like this one. Happy to do it for the rest of the night.
I think that's going to be the good one. Oh,
Can't even hold it.
trying again. Yes.
You have to big scoop it, get crumbles or pieces this big.
You can do pieces that big. So get a couple more of those. Yep. Our bio boxes are like these sensor trash cans at home. The lid just opens magically for us. Closed.
Something like this is okay?
Yeah, that's good.
Keep calling it R1.
Pieces of R1. Yeah. We can do 1.1.
No, that has to be a separate entry in the Excel sheet. No.
Just oh, that's a nice one. Yep. Is that good for you?
It's enough for bulkhead
Okay.
within section for me, as long as you got enough for you. Yeah.
Do you
I
need
mean,
that whole one, or you need a
no,
piece of that?
One of those is enough for bulkhead without,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
within section for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that's what?
Rose?
You want like this bright white thing up here?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do one more. Well,
Yeah, it's not as big as I thought it was.
ah,
So, I can still get it if you want.
It's nice coarsely crystal stuff.
hmm?
That's nicely
Yeah.
crystal, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or the piece behind it.
The one behind
You
you.
see the crystal,
Yeah, yeah.
crystal
The one in
faces.
the front, right?
Yeah, see if you can get the one in the front. Beautiful.
This one's even thicker than my baby.
Mm-hmm. Deep sea Pringles. Ah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice job, J-Rod.
Three rocks in my basket.
Yeah.
Hot.
think that's good for us. And then we're gonna want to put out the colonization experiments, and this seems like
this
a
area right here?
yep. We can just drop it in this area.
You want it like closer to the mat?
Closer. Yeah, we could put it on the
That's
edge
just to
or
my right.
okay.
So,
Yeah, that would work. Somewhere where you see these kind of fuzzy, the mat growing on the rocks. So an area that suggests there's sort of at least low diffusive flow. All right.
way easier to set than the last one.
This will be.
I see
Yeah.
that now watching.
Yep.
So like off to the right is where
Off-
we were just sampling.
Off the right. Let's see. Okay. Kind of in. Can you reach down past the slurp? I see sort of some mat down there and some
Yeah, you wanna
anemones.
get over by that mat?
Yep, that'd be great. All right. So we're putting out some colonization arrays and in this grab bag of things that look like laundry are yeah. This is our bags that have minerals that we've sterilized that yep. Let's see if I can
Does this one have a number?
anywhere out there. VO5.
EO5.
So we're at like right on the edge of the mat?
Right on the edge of the mat would be great, yeah.
On the mat.
Is that good?
So like right here?
Yeah, that's good. Perfect. All right. So we're interested in how the different kinds of minerals might serve as energy substrates for microorganisms in the vent, and which types of microorganisms may colonize. What's that?
Nice rock on top.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the one that we were looking at. Yeah. I don't know if you can reach it though. This guy, well, if you can get that one, that would be good, but this guy here, yeah.
Just that little edge piece?
Yeah, if you can get it.
All fuzzy or?
That's right. Fuzzy edge.
I like that.
I see some diffuse flow coming out the top of it too. Yeah, it's shimmering.
Yeah, that's good.
Hmm.
Chimney walls and sampled here are by far the most metal rich in terms of.
Yeah.
And of course, kind of pyrite, of course,
Oh, yeah.
galena, which is unusual.
Cool. Yeah.
You want this like where all the fuzzy stuff is, right?
If we can, we'll take what you can give us.
Very good.
That chimney orifice looks about the size of what is there now. This is probably just what
Just
was,
fell over.
yeah, this is the base of what fell
It's
over.
still
It's like
it's
to me.
still has a diffuse flow. Yep.
And this would be an example.
And-
We get it.
Yeah.
So what, no, let's regraph it.
And,
Yep.
Here it is.
yeah.
So our current plan is to return here in April.
Yeah.
So roughly 5-month incubation on the seafloor. We also put out some experiments a few days ago, and so we'll try. Very nice. That is a nice sample.
Okay.
Same file box?
Different. Yeah, you can put in this different
Just give it over the porch bed. I don't want to.
different compartment, but can be the same side.
Can you follow me the camera for a
R2?
moment?
Yep. Yep.
Victoria, could you describe this rock?
It looks like it's part of a more recently active chimney, and there was some shimmering water coming out of it. Has a white microbial
Yep.
mat.
You
Hair-
don't think this is part that fell off from before?
It did, but it still has some hydrothermal.
Recent collapse.
So yeah,
Keep those recent flags.
Okay.
This is why the chimney can't grow.
yeah.
It just keeps, it dries and dries.
Well, no, it was growing.
Yeah.
The door is, got bigger.
If I zoom in, is that a problem?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm doing the price is right thing for you.
All right. The yeah, I don't have control over the white balance anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calcite.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Wow. Fun.
Z, are you checking this out?
Piece of Diane's.
Yeah, that's a very good sample.
That's nice.
That looks like Galena. That reflection,
Yeah.
that could be a fake, but
Grab that mouse and then
Yeah.
use the next step.
Great.
it's a good piece.
Awesome. Okay. All right, let's go for.
I'll get control of the camera.
Okay, you can take control. Yep. So Z, what are we looking at with the white and the gray there?
Can you describe the rock for our audience at home?
So we have sampled the walls of that chimney behind us previously, and the white material is calcite, and when you had a better view, you saw sort of a bladed texture. So that was growing from the outside of the chimney inward, and the previous sample we collected from here, even though these deposits are pretty have pretty low values of metals in them, this chimney sample has the highest copper and lead in it that we've seen from here. So nowhere near what you'd see in a typical black smoker, but much more metal rich with fairly coarse grained chalcopyrite and galena in the calcite.
More of that?
No, that's a great piece. Thank you.
That was a good graphic.
And then we're gonna fire the Niskins. I don't even know if we have time even to go over the Dolomites.
It's 60 meters east, and then I don't know what we would do when we get there.
Yeah. So we can either,
All four or two?
So
Check it out.
if you don't have time to go to Dolomite, but you may not.
How many Niskins?
You could jump back to that little mountain that's behind us, between us and Matterhorn, that you might want to say. You know what I mean?
yeah.
How many skills do you want?
2, please.
Back to this one. That's that little rumbly mound with critters and bacteria that's between Matterhorn and here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be closer, I think, to go to Dolomite. So
Yeah.
I turned them off.
Oh, sorry.
Which one? Which one on here, Z?
and this guy right there. Oops. Sorry.
So this is Diane's
That's
bend.
right.
Matterhorn is here.
Is this guy right there?
Okay, which we haven't
We've
been.
never sampled.
We've never sampled
It's
that.
got diffuse flow, sort of weak mat critters on it. so that's maybe closer,
Too far.
because I don't know you.
So we could get a rock there.
Yeah, it's only 30 meters south.
That's not-
Yeah,
Due south 30
Go over
meters.
and pick up a rock.
there's lots of anemones on it. If
Yeah.
more anemones, so.
Always
She-
interested.
She's taking notes.
Okay,
I'm taking notes. Which Niskins were fired?
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Thank you.
Can't verify.
Take a peek.
Yeah, I think that's good. That'd be neat to see.
What's that? You want to see it again?
No.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Sneak peek.
Yes. Okay.
We're mumbling
so-
about what to do next.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. So we're gonna head due south of where we are now, a little bit. Well, southeast.
Yeah.
No, south. I was looking at the
We're right
red
here.
dot. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's
About 30 meters south
that
of
mound
us.
right
You ready?
Already.
Do you want to zoom in on that broken piece?
We can. And we do want to get a picture of where the colonization is when we're flying out.
Alright. Due south.
Or you want Raven as well? Huh? Camera on snapping on stack right next.
Okay, cool. Good. Wow. Oh, yeah, so
Can we iris down a little bit?
I just wanted to put them side by side.
Yeah. Thank you.
What's that?
That's great. There's another. So look all the anemones in the background that are kind of in the
Yeah, they
shimmering
like it here.
flow. Yeah.
Very few worms, though.
Yeah. There's one of the Nereids.
Yeah, Greg. Greg, are you listening? She probably doesn't know where that's like that. Video footage would be great. Are there two?
There's a few.
Like 3.
Three. It's probably in the load right now. Let's see.
How come?
A hot-headed area.
It's like the siren song for Greg Rouse. Showing
Yeah,
him.
you could just, could spend the rest of the night circle here too.
Yeah.
It'd be fine.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're gonna see if he wants it.
Yeah.
I think he has it. He's just very curious about that behavior.
Yeah.
Here it comes, baby.
Cool, we've got 2 different worms there.
You think they're 2 different kinds?
Yep, Hezionid
Oh.
on the right.
Yeah.
Could be Rheinhokia, after our dear friend Bob Rheinhokia.
Oh.
And one on the left is Nereus. And Isha, my student back in San Diego, will be thrilled to see the Nereus. And we have an amazing photo of this Nereus at Dianne's vent from last visit, when it was right up near the venting fluid. And Rheinhokia on the right, we find them quite often. Quite a diversity of them at vents, seeps and well falls. And Nereus is also common at seeps and vents. Only 2 species named so far, one from the Galapagos Ridge, another from the Juan de Fuca vents, but we found a whole series of new species, but we don't know yet about this one.
Think it's eating
If
in
you
the
do
map?
want to slip that, is it possible to try and slip that little gray rock? I think that's galena. I'm not sure, but if you wanted to slip it, it'd be nice to try and get that little rock.
Which rock are you talking about?
That might be galena right there.
You don't think that's attached? to the chimney.
Only if you want to slurp them for them, I wouldn't go for it otherwise.
Oh, it'd be great to slip this if we've put time.
Yeah, we can do that, or we can go to the other mound. Yeah, so we probably,
We don't have a lot of time to
realistically,
sample
we
the
should
other
probably stick around here. What are
Maybe
those?
zoom
Egg
in on it. It's
case?
eating.
Yeah, it's eating the. Looks like it's eating the mat. Yeah.
Birds have jaws, and they're often thought of as predators or omnivores.
If you want to mosey, then let's go. I've got
No, no.
time to get there and sample. I wouldn't have you stay here and slurp them.
Yeah, I think we can. And looks like the slurp is on
Pharaoh's
at the ready. At the ready.
Man of action.
We
No,
have canister
6.
full. 6 or 7 is open.
But the worms require
Worms like I'm.
So I can put in 5.
6, please.
6,
Hmm.
not 5.
Ethan wanted to know how big it was. We had the lasers on somewhere.
Well, it's retreating. An area.
Oh, it might have a tube.
It has it. Yeah, it's definitely pulling back into
Oh,
habitats.
3.
bye bye.
Your challenge is a little harder now, Joe.
Hold in. He got wind of you.
6.
And he's out of here.
We're on 6.
Wow. Yeah.
Do you want the other one?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big one.
Okay.
Maybe more than the other, huh?
None of it. 7.
There it is.
Not want to put on that hole.
Hmm.
Yep. We set up
Is that one right there?
That's the one.
That's the one we were trying for.
just full speed.
Oh, like that.
Two of them.
Are we on max suction?
There's another one underneath it.
No, I don't know. I mean,
Or is that the same part of
max
it?
suction.
No, it's another junior.
Maybe that.
Let's see. Let's see. It's pretty tucked in there.
Is it one long one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Yeah.
it's one long worm.
It's really big.
But the head is, you can see the head, so it's not completely. Oh, maybe there's a chance. Oh, yeah. Max suction. Almost.
I bet he wishes he had a tube.
Oh,
too.
these anemones.
We definitely haven't gotten that before.
It's
Oh,
moving. Yeah,
oh,
yeah. You're
oh.
getting there. It's backing up.
Which rock did you want?
No,
Which rock did you want?
the little gray one right there, if only it was loose. But on the
I don't
burrow
know
you
if
went
it's
in, it's
loose.
just above that.
Yeah.
So close. Tucked in.
So many links to hold on to.
This is the point of bristles, I suspect. in some ways.
They have
Purchase.
evolved to evade the slurp.
Yeah, that's right. Natural selection. ROVs. You could get it loose with the clam scoop, but that would take quite a bit of time.
Okay. Let's drop it. We've got
What
other
about
things to
these
do.
other?
Or the rock?
Cool.
Want to get the grey rock or the anemones?
No,
can
not
see
the
the-
anemones. I don't think the anemones will be in good enough shape.
What is that gelatinous?
Yeah, I wondered
Stuff
about that.
there.
It doesn't. I
Egg
can't
case,
tell.
or is that-
Yeah, or microbial. It's not
That little guy.
Who's making those tubes
Some
too?
little
The
transparent
parchment tubes?
That would be good.
Yeah.
What are those little accretionary tubes?
Yeah.
Down here, Gyro?
Can you just, yes, slurp around?
Can I do this?
Mm-hmm.
The little clear thing there.
Oh,
Great.
okay.
Oh, wait.
Oh. What is underneath there? Is it a Vescamayan?
Will that actually
Is there an Oasis tube
clog
back
the
there?
tube?
We can get rid of that here
Yeah.
in a second. I could put it in.
You could put it in a-
crate or in a.
Or in a quiver?
quiver.
Yeah.
That looks like an Oasis.
That's
Well-
of course calcite.
Yeah, it's a tube.
It's
It
a
definitely
tube,
is a tube.
but there's no visible
Oh, that is
Oasis
Oasis,
around
yeah.
here.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
galena.
That's Galena there?
That's cut.
Do you think we got some in the
I think there
piece?
might be a little higher.
It's
Okay.
definitely Oasis.
You want me to go back in there?
That's up by here.
Well, things might not be passing past the rock so well.
Yeah.
If you zoom out, everything has quite a bit of.
Okay.
You wanna
So
get
it's our-
more, or-
Our coarse filter. Do you want to just try to slurp a little more and see what we can get?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that worm.
Keep-
Is that? What about that worm up here? Oh, it's too tucked in.
Over here. Oh yeah, he's getting
yeah.
out.
It's another one.
There we go.
There's one up there too.
Yeah, but that one I
Corner.
think is in an awkward angle.
Oh, I
Okay.
like this.
They do like it.
This one. Oh,
No,
but we see a head. Let's see.
he heard you.
That's because John poked it.
I'm sorry.
John, you touched the screen right where it sensed you. But maybe it's in that crack.
Yeah. Yeah, we could at least slurp in the crack, right?
Yep.
See what happens.
Where you want me to go?
This crack here.
Okay.
Shot.
Coarse filter.
Yeah.
That's the limits of this budget.
Yeah, no, anymore. Lots of stuff. Back down.
You wanna play in that area? Alright, I am done in that area. You can get me in closer, then I can
Yeah.
probably get that work.
We can porch out.
Porch was pushing us away. Sitting on it.
There's another one up the top there.
Wow.
Do you wanna
to the hot water?
do you want a video?
Yeah.
Can we get a video of this Nerid here at the edge? What's that? Yes, please.
Oh, it's doing the same thing.
Could be the
So
same
many.
worm. The
There's so many
daredevil.
here.
Look at them.
I know.
All of them. What's going on here, Greg?
It
I mean, if
seemed
they're predators, what?
Is he-
Why are they?
No, I think they're eating the mat.
You do.
Yeah, we saw them.
Yeah,
eating on the mat
below.
before. So
But
it's
normally
Sorry,
they're
Greg.
predatory.
the shallow water ones.
Wild.
Down here, like some of the scale worms that are eating bacteria. Must be just
Gut contents?
liking
We could do
this.
that.
Well, if we can get one, we'll have a closer look. I don't think I've looked carefully before.
At the gut
We should
contents.
check the
Yeah, we
isotopes.
should try. Yep.
Yeah, we could do isotopes and gut.
Do you want to go back down to where he was, or do you want me to stick here for questions up here?
Just wanted to try to get a little bit
Some
of.
pretty good grabs.
Don't go the same distance, we want to try to get as close as we can.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a little higher.
Well, like,
Hmm.
I had to stop.
Good
Oh,
to
Lisa
see you,
Levin is
Lisa.
on.
I know I just saw that. Hey, that's awesome. Lisa,
Maybe
will-
Lisa can give us some good quotes for the COP26 they want.
Oh
Tell
yeah,
Lisa that we got some Xenophyophores and
Oh,
things.
yeah.
Yeah.
Interested in that.
Y'all sit here?
for sure. What's that?
Will you land out, or y'all still looking here?
No, do you want to go below? I don't think
Let's
we can.
go back down.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
go back down.
See if we can slope again.
Yeah.
Anything else you need to do?
Alright, and
I could do.
Can we make
I
it
would do more temperature probe measurements around here, around the other match if we could.
temp in the
Should we
chimney?
get rid of that one?
What about a
Into
temp in the
quiver?
chimney? We haven't done a temperature of the hot water. That would be, is
Yeah.
that something we
Yeah.
quickly set up to do into, I don't know.
Yeah. Can we put the rock in the in a quiver that's in the
Can we do it
slurp?
now or after we get these last little suction settings? I can do it now.
You want to try to suction?
Yeah, okay. If we can suction around it.
Yeah, if you think you can suction around it, well,
Let's index and try one more.
Okay.
One more time.
Yeah.
Last one.
Alright, so you want to go in a different?
Yeah, let's index to another one.
so 7 is available. Or are we in 6 right now?
Yeah.
Egan's also on.
Oh, yeah, he's been on.
Egan, we miss you.
He's been on since you got the barrel on the nose.
I know.
I got lots of good samples for you, Egan. TEM. Get ready. So this hot Nereid is, it's known? Sanders eye or something different?
Mhm.
Oh,
Sanders eyes, Galapagos,
and this
and
one?
EPR.
Yeah.
This one we don't know yet.
So it might be a new species?
Could be.
Ah.
We've got like 4 new ones already from whale falls and seas.
Mm-hmm.
And we just got Piscasi from the Wanderfuga. So there's
Uh-huh.
Piscasi and Sanders eye.
Okay.
So this may be Sanders eye.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought we said it was an affinity to Sanders
yeah,
eye,
we
but
didn't confirm it because we didn't have Sanders eye sequences. But then I got a Sanders eye from Galapagos.
Got it.
So now we know what Sanders eye
now we
is.
can say, yeah.
will you go higher?
Not that
Let's
guy,
see, we're just-
probably not
See
that.
where that hesionid was?
Yeah.
Maybe it's come out of the crack.
Up there. Yeah. Still there.
Still pretty embedded.
He's onto you.
Different suction sample jar, or keep trying with this one for right now?
This is 7. Are we on 7?
Still on 6.
Still on 6.
Yeah, maybe you want to index?
Yeah.
Index to
Let's just finish
7?
up.
Next 7, so pull
Yeah.
on to it.
It's moving.
Alright.
Okay. Hot Nereid, yeah. So if it's a new species, you could name it something about being hot.
Suction is on
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's such a big one to be really good.
Oh well, it does this sort of move sideways down, but I think it bulges out of its little furrow a little.
Down here,
Rock like crack.
Yeah.
Alright. I don't think it's going to work. So,
Unless if you have 10 minutes, you could leave the suction sample. Well, no, they can't.
no,
They
we're
have
going to
2
do some
hours.
temperature probes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Do you want to slurp the mucus
yeah,
stuff?
let's
down
just
the
go
side
up and
here?
around.
Let's do a gentle vacuuming around the area. See what we can get.
Yeah, you might try and go across that burrow, that's where he went in, maybe
Yeah.
get him out. But
Are they known to burrow? Are they known to have like homes, burrow homes? Oh yeah, yeah. Really? Do they make their own tubes?
Yeah. It's mucus in the center.
Yeah, he's in there.
yeah,
So J-Rod, can you run the suction sampler up over here? Just off to the left of where you are. Like up here?
This area?
Yeah,
Just a surface?
that sort of mucusy stuff up here.
probably be pretty hard to suck him out of that one.
No, yeah. Right. Remember those bristles?
Yeah.
I mean, you could knock that rock off and see if there's any worms under it. What about this one right here?
Oh
Right
yeah,
there, right there.
get
Do you
that
see it,
guy.
J-Rod? Yep. To the right. And you can
He's escaping.
dislodge that rock.
You're stuck?
You're stuck.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, he's coming out the other side.
Yeah. There's two of them.
Yeah,
Well,
get it.
Oh man.
I think that's him. Get him.
Yeah. And you could definitely move that rock if it comes to that. Oh man, he's not gonna make it past this rock though. Might end up. I think it's two.
I think it's one. I think it's
Any
one
bets?
gigantic.
Any bets from the viewing audience?
I think it's one big worm. Come on.
I'm on team one worm.
Come on.
Team one worm. Mm-hmm. Oh, bristles. I'm telling you. They're pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. His tail's in there.
There's a tail. There's a tail.
Tail.
Wow.
Ah, okay.
Was it one
Got
worm?
him. Wait, let's see if he
Wait,
comes.
two worms. Team two
Two.
worm.
Oh, there's two. Okay.
Oh,
Just the one, right?
that's a big Hesiona.
Well, they just got the big Mary too.
Just the one? Or you want?
If you could try that, that's another one. The Hesiona is a different kind,
I haven't either. Yeah.
more sneaky.
See it in the bucket. Yeah.
Mhm.
Stuck in a tube.
Come on.
Haven't come through yet?
Not yet.
Alright, then we'll shake up this one.
More stuff's coming in though. What's that?
You keep an eye on that one.
Yep. Yeah, the hydrothermal fluids here are indeed rich in methane and other light hydrocarbons. And some of the previous work we've done around these environments, looking at the microbial communities and their activities, has shown that they are active in a process known as anaerobic oxidation of methane, where they use sulfate in seawater, and they use that sulfate as an oxidant to oxidize methane that's coming out of the hydrothermal vents. This is done by a group of archaea that oxidize the methane, and they form a symbiosis with sulfate-reducing bacteria to do this process. This occurs in the sediments, and it also occurs in some of the hydrothermal rocks in this environment.
And we're aligned with the canister.
I can adjust it a little bit to see if it helps it. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
I definitely think the sneak attack from the back is the better strategy.
Huh. I mean, it's got to be significant sized.
It's gonna make a mistake soon.
Greg, it's a standoff.
It's really a big Hesiona. That's pretty cool.
Is there any point where some of the other little pieces of rock could have gotten wedge somewhere and
Definitely. If I shake it out,
yeah, okay.
probably.
Mine
Did you see the worm come through?
still hasn't come
Oh.
through. That's why we're
Mm.
wondering about it.
Flow going in, right?
There is,
Yeah.
just not anything big.
There is.
No.
No?
But there is more stuff coming through now.
Thought I saw the wrong thing.
Yeah, it was just like a thin.
What's that?
A bunch of debris and stuff going through.
Yeah. Might have to search the hose.
Well, maybe once the rocks
Yeah, then we can really.
says are going to get away from us.
Humming the direction I came.
Yeah.
We never caught it before.
This could
Okay.
be why.
Quiver.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna come off of the social center.
Okay.
Yeah, just leave your hot and make it turn on.
Hit it real quick.
Ooh, a bunch of stuff just came through. I still haven't seen definite worm, but a whole bunch of stuff came through.
Alright, go for a second.
Off. Alright,
Still upstairs.
back on.
Alright, come forward, travel with it.
I don't know, there's one blank.
Is this rock 3?
Starboard.
If we can get it out, it will be rock
Yes.
3.
Where do you want it to go? Maybe
If-
a
can
quiver
you-
or a buy box?
And you can put it in a bio box if that's easiest, because we, yeah,
I don't
we're not collecting anything else.
It's starboard two. Yep, yep.
4 is available.
Would you rather the four quiver or
No, you can put it in the bio box. Yeah, thanks.
anyone or buy box four?
Bio box 4 would be great. The empty one.
Alright, Chris, go ahead. Crack open buy box four.
And it's starboard
Little rock in a big box.
No.
four. Oh, it came back. We're good now.
That's to make up for shoving the big rock in the small river earlier in the week.
Now we do the opposite.
Hey, Sydney, nice to see you.
All the way in.
Welcome to the deep sea.
So is this just gravity, or there's no way to reverse?
I don't know,
flow?
maybe bang it.
Only,
Let's see.
Only gravity.
gravity and banging.
Banging. Gravity and
Yeah.
banging can work, you know? Get a hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're really hot.
Go ahead. Go.
Alright, I'll have to,
Yep.
I'll have to come off.
Unfortunately, we do not have the ability to reverse the pump. It's a one-way sucker.
Be Sebastian
What's
3.0.
next? What's our next venture?
If there was a little time, we would want to take a temperature probe measurement in the
Other side.
fluid of Diane's vent.
Yeah, from the side.
Yeah.
That's got access.
I don't think we have time for that, do you?
Probably not.
I mean, a band temperature measurement doesn't do us any good.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
All right.
It just gives you a lower temperature, so
Yeah,
unless we have time to do it right, I don't.
not worth it.
All right.
Okay. All right. Then we could be calling it a day.
This is that. We're gonna.
As soon as we can get our rock. You can't leave the bottom till we get our rock.
Oh, you'll get it. It'll just be in the
Well.
tube the whole way up.
It'd be easier to just
We'll be watching for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
This will be a J-Rod
That's right.
shaking and shaking and
That's
shaking
right.
that tube.
Still shaking it, boss.
Come over.
All the way?
You're gonna smash it, smash it.
Alright.
I know where it goes when it falls out.
Yeah.
Okay.
For ram coming in.
So I needed that other stuff out of there.
What's that?
I don't know.
What?
Does he need camera
What do you
help?
need?
I'm not sure he's looking to do something.
Yeah, does he know we're not doing the temperature?
Yeah, we're not gonna do a temperature probe. We gotta, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go to so the operation, get this out.
Alright, tell me when you got it. You got it? You happy?
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Alright.
It's coming down pretty fast.
Box 4.
Security down pretty fast.
Yep.
Yep.
Shouldn't make any sense.
At least it's a big animal. If you flush an 8, you'll get it. Right? Pretty much.
Yeah. This be really one big angry worm that's gonna pop out of the hose on deck.
I think it's kind of a chore to get the hose inspected on deck. You do it though for that area.
Mhm. Yep. Did you see Ellington's on?
No.
Yeah.
Aw. Where's Ellington? Ah.
Yeah.
Hey. What determines how much time you have down there? Oh,
Yeah. Did it come out?
Yep.
did it?
Yeah,
Nice.
you guys are amazing. Not that there was ever a question. That's right.
Okay, so E, the what determines the amount of time we have down here is the shifts of the crew, because we've got the ROV pilots and the ship's crew help launch and recover the submersible, and so we have to be mindful of the full extent of the dive, which includes pre-diving, post-diving, the descent and ascent, and these are very deep sites. So it's taking us about 2.5 hours to descend and then ascend, and so we get about 5 hours bottom time.
Yeah, probably. I'll start coming up. Bridge ROV. ROV up. See you guys.
My nephew's on.
I know. It's fun. Got some nice.
ROVs off ball.
Great.
All right, great.
All right. So that's a wrap for dive 474. We just left the Dianne's Vent Field. Tomorrow we're planning on getting back in the water at 6:30, and again it's about a 2.5 hour descent. We're going to try to do some filming in the mid-water too on the way down, and so we look forward to maybe seeing some of you again tomorrow. Have a great day. Signing off.